So I love grooming. The thing that I love so much about it is its ability to transform an average looking dude into a sexy stallion. Right? Think about it like this. You can have a dude who's not like super great looking, right? Not great bone structure, or he might even have like a weak jaw, right? Maybe he's a 5 on the look scale, but you throw a good hairstyle on him, straighten out his skin, growing a beard, and that 5 turned into a 12.8. I'm talking sex machine. But on the flip side, there's some other things that you can do or not do that actually make you look old. I'm talking saggy balls old, not like mature and sexy old. Today, guys, I'm going over a few grooming mistakes that are making old dudes look even older. Number 1 is neglecting your nose and ear hair. Nothing makes a dude look older and nastier and like old saggy balls than when he's got nose hair, right? It's nasty. It's also a little bit gross. Not a little bit, a lot gross. It's nasty, right? So is ear hair. And unfortunately, as we age as men, places start to grow hair that they never grew hair before. And so it's our job as well-groomed, sexy stallions to make sure that those hairs are mitigated and eliminated. Brings me to number 2, and that is eyebrows, as in you need 2 of them. You also need to make sure that the hairs aren't like crazy long. Unfortunately, one of those other things that happens as you age is that your eyebrow hair starts to get long too. You gotta make sure you trim it and make sure it's neat. Number 3 is your balls are hairy and your man bush is out of control. Gentlemen, I've been in enough locker rooms to know that one of the things that goes as you get a little bit older is your grooming regime, right? I'm talking about manscaping. And if you are having a big hairy ball sack, not good. If your man bush is out of control, your wiener looks itty bitty. Gentlemen, you gotta trim the bushes because sexy young stallions have trimmed bushes and shaved balls. Brings me to number 4, your chest or your shoulders or your back or anything that has a lot of hair. All right, one of the things, once again, that makes you look old is unmanaged and manscaped hair. You gotta make sure you trim it up, gentlemen. I'm not saying you gotta go bald, but if you've got a lot of hair that's like creeping out of your shirt, your hair's crawling up and like connecting with the back of your head, this is also another old dude move, all right? Which brings me to your hair. A few things that are going on, all right? If you're bald or losing your hair, this makes you look older. It's just a fact, all right? If you don't want to, then you don't have to. Go to Bosley, get on the pills like finasteride, minoxidil, or get a hair transplant, all right? There are solutions out there if you don't want to lose your hair because balding makes you look old. It's just a fact. But if you are gonna go bald, just own it, right? Embrace it. Shave it off, grow a beard, get some cool glasses, have amazing skin, and you're gonna look sexy as hell. The next grooming mistake that makes you look old is old skin, all right? And this one is a big one. Too many men wait to start a skincare routine until they actually get old. When the reality is that if you start young, I'm talking like 16, you're gonna age like amazingly well, right? You're not gonna look old ever. You might age, which is natural and normal, but you're not gonna look old. You're not gonna get the wrinkles. You're not gonna get like dry skin. I'm literally almost 50 years old, and I'm so incredibly proud that I have incredible skin. And the reason is because I use T. Hanley every single day, morning and night, right? But I wish I started when I was younger. I wish I started when I literally was like a fetus. Right now, for a limited time, if you go through my special link, you gotta go through my link to get this deal. You can't get it anywhere else. You're gonna get the T starter set. I think of this as kind of like the gateway drug, right? We're gonna give you these 2 products for literally $9. It's a huge no-brainer, right? You're gonna get the wash, use this twice a day. You're also gonna get an AM moisturizer. Use this before you leave the house every day. That's your basic skincare system, but in my opinion, I'd go level 1, which is a little bit more aggressive. It's also a little bit better because it's also gonna come with a PM moisturizer. Use that at night. You're also gonna get an exfoliating scrub. Use that twice a week for $15. Gentlemen, the level 1 system right now is only $15 if you go through my special link, but supplies are definitely limited. In every single system, you're gonna get an instruction card that's gonna show you what time of day to use what product, in what order, and even how much. T. Hanley has literally taken the guesswork out of you looking amazing and having incredible skin. Bottom line is this, gentlemen, the sooner you start, the better you're gonna look, and the fact is you're gonna get tons of compliments. And once you look yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, I do look amazing, you're gonna be like, yo, Alpha, you're awesome, thanks. my face is handsome, and I don't look like old, saggy balls. Nails! The next thing we gotta talk about, gentlemen, your hands are telling people how old you are or how old you look. The other thing it's telling spicy senoritas is whether or not she's gonna let them put them on her, in her, and around her body, right? The deal is you gotta make sure you don't neglect your nails. That's one of the things that makes a dude look old. Ugly nails, ugly hands, ugly feet, ugly toes. Fix it now, don't wait. Gray hair, let's talk about it, all right? Here's the deal. Do you look older when you get gray? Yes, not gonna lie. Can you look amazingly sexy and more mature with gray? The answer is fuck yeah, right? Women love a guy with gray because it shows maturity. But if you combine gray hair with a handsome face, good skin, good brows, nice eyes, right in the total package, you look sexy as hell. Gray hair makes you look mature and sexy, but dyeing gray hair an unnatural shade of chestnut or super jet black makes you look old, which is the next mistake that a lot of guys make, right? When they start to go gray, they're like, oh my God, I wanna look young. And so instead of doing things like losing body fat and getting rid of their man boobs and having amazing skin, they just dye their hair. Whether or not it's jet black or this weird shade of like auburn, it doesn't look natural. It's like you'll see these dudes, right? Obviously their face looks a little bit like older, right? But their hair is like jet black, not a single gray hair. This makes you look old and like you're trying to hang on to your youth with your kung fu action grip, right? The reality is there are products out there that are amazing that will actually just take some of the gray out and not all of it, all right? There are tons of amazing products out there, both for your hair, but also for your face. The next thing, speaking of face, that makes you look old is yellow or discolored or dingy teeth. Guys, if you want to look young, youthful, bright, and fresh, you gotta make sure your teeth are white. It's one of the simplest, easiest things that you can do. You can go to the grocery store and buy the Crest strips. Wear them once a week, boom, for about 20 minutes, your teeth are gonna be noticeably whiter. Now, if you've got broken teeth or your teeth are all cracked and crusty, you could also go to the dentist or an orthodontist to get veneers or some type of dental procedure to have a better smile. Because the reality is this, when you have a great smile that's white, clean, and crisp, it makes you look young, fresh, youthful, and sexy. The next grooming mistake that makes you look old is neglecting your eyes, right? The eyes are so incredibly important in terms of looking young and sexy. Everybody's seen a dude who's got big bags or like dark circles, right? In my opinion, every single one of you should be using an eye cream twice a day, right? All you do, boom, and then you just dab it, right? Dab it around the orbital socket. An eye cream is gonna help fight crow's feet, puffiness, and also dark circles, all right? It's amazing, right there, boom, right? It's an incredible tool in order for you to look young and sexy, because as you age, if you're somebody that's like rubbing their eyes or you're not getting enough sleep, your eyes are gonna show age quickly, kind of like the neck skin, which is why it's critical that you protect it and make it as handsome as possible. Next grooming mistake that is synonymous with old dudes is way too much fragrance. Gentlemen, 2 squirts, less is more. All right, everybody's met the dude, the older dude that's like bathing in it, right? It stinks, it's repulsive, and it makes you want to run away, right? And here, another bonus. If you're still rocking the same fragrance that you've been rocking for the past 30 years, it's time to upgrade. And the last grooming mistake, we're talking about beards, all right? So one mistake that makes you look old is outdated facial hairstyles. The goatee, like the solo goatee, not super sexy. All right, super long, like choppy sideburns, not exactly current. All right, if you don't have any sideburns, this also isn't appropriate. You need sideburns to help frame your face and finish a hairstyle. If you got a big, huge beard, also makes you look older. If it's unkempt, it makes you look older. If you got mouth that's covered by mustache hair, it makes you look older. Gentlemen, your facial hair needs to be well groomed and sexy for you to look amazing.